All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. We'll continue talking Newcomers to the party. College football playoff party, that is. Maybe greatness in college football. Back some transfer portal updates. Missouri's going to get Michigan true freshman quarterback Elijah Dotson. Notre Dame's going to get Ohio State wide receiver Milam Graham. Also, Pitt defensive lineman Francis. You guys got to help me with this one.
Maui Noah.
Brewu. B-R-E-W-U.
Don't know.
Brewu? How else would you pronounce it?
Brewu. Brewu.
All I want to do is do a brew-woo and a brew-woo.
You guys want to go get a brew-woo?
Now, there's some
it's 5
things.
5 o'clock somewhere.
There's some things in the portal. We talked about this yesterday, that most fans are always going to spin net positive from the portal, correct?
Yes.
And maybe overreact to portal departures or exits. Some of these I look at and I wonder, are you excited? When you're Mississippi State and you get Texas A&M defensive lineman Dalen Evans, you're probably like, yes. Do you have the same reaction when you get LSU offensive tackle blank? I'm not going to say his name. It's Tyler Miller, but that doesn't matter.
Yes.
Better offensive line last year, Mississippi State or LSU.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But do you know what people's reaction is?
You know, when you're in Nebraska and you get LSU offensive lineman Paul Mubinga, are you pumped?
Couldn't be more fired up.
Let me rephrase the question, because I know what you're doing right now. You're playing Nebraska fan and Mississippi State fan. Now
Correct.
I want you to play Greg, who watched the LSU offensive line last year.
Correct.
Are you excited to get anyone from that group?
Absolutely not, which is amazing to me, because the reason why I know this, the reason why I just went through this, dude, I can vividly remember 2 years ago sitting in a meeting with LSU offensive coordinator Joe Sloan and saying, I think you have a real liability at center. We don't need to go into who that center was. It's not important. You have a real liability at center. Like, how do you cover that up? He goes, you're 100% right. We got problems there. And I'm like, well, it's hard. Like, you could help with tackles. Your center's giving up pass rush pressures. Tell me what you do. And he goes, you're 100% right. We got problems there. So we're going to have to move the pocket. We're going to have to do a couple things. Just like, we got to help him. Like, we really got to help him. Well, said young individual was in the portal this year. And he was, looking at all the schools, and I had friends at other schools like, oh, dude, we got to get this guy. Look at him. He's 6'6", 330. Like, he's amazing. I'm like, dude, that guy was such a problem for the last 2 years for this offensive line. You do not want him. Oh, LSU, though, 6'6", like in our system, dude, you do not want him. I'm telling you.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just went through this exact same practice. But LSU, 6'6", 330. And it doesn't matter if he can block. Not important. He's got a gold helmet. And he was recruited to play at LSU. Therefore, must be good.
Staying with LSU, quarterback Colin Hurley commits to Michigan.
Does Colin Hurley not feel like a skateboarder? Am I wrong?
For like two brands of something that would be stickers on skateboards, but yes.
Fits, yeah.
I mean, to me, if your name's Colin Hurley and you're playing football, you're in the wrong sport.
Skateboarding a sport?
Yes. Are you
Roller
kidding me?
derby a sport? Skateboarding? That's an athletic event.
Hang on a second.
You're not competing against anybody. You're competing against the half pipe.
You're competing against the judges, but it's still
competing
athletic.
against the rail.
That's fine if you want to call it an athletic event. To me, an athletic event is also a sport.
False. No. Mm-mm.
Also did not expect that when I looked up Colin Hurley.
What did you get? He's like a comedian or something?
No, it's Colin Hurley. Just, okay. Yeah, didn't I?
Is he mobile?
I expected skateboarder.
He's mobile?
Yeah. But it's not expecting skateboarder, though.
All right. Also,
I feel like there was a
LSU
famous
gets
actress named Hurley. Elizabeth Hurley?
Kind of,
Correct.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it her son?
Stop it.
I loved her. That's
This
the girl.
doubt
should
it.
be a great answer from John.
That's the girl from
Maybe
Austin
half.
Powers.
Oh, no, you didn't.
That's the girl
Correct,
from
yes.
Austin Powers.
And
Yeah, I
Bedazzled,
loved her
yeah.
back
Which
then.
one?
Bedazzled.
Which Austin Powers?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. She became a fembot early in the second. Remember?
LSU gets Wisconsin running back Dylan Jones. I got nothing. He has 3 years left. Probably why we don't have anything.
I don't know. How many Wisconsin running backs, though, have gone somewhere else and been good? I trust it.
Who are they?
I don't know. I'm sure there's been
I mean,
some.
there are certain positions that if you get from somewhere, you're like, okay, probably got a chance.
Yes.
Feel pretty decent about it.
Yeah, feel great about it.
Okay, teams that are going to be next to the party. If we look at where Texas Tech is, and we're not worried about Texas Tech sustainability, right? Because we're going to keep writing checks.
Yeah.
Until the price of oil goes way down. Until electric cars become mandatory.
I feel like, I think Ford lost $20 billion on electric vehicles last year. So, I think gas-powered vehicles.
You're saying Cody Campbell's not going to quit making money?
Probably here to stay, but I think the price of oil is down a bit right now. I'm not sure it's prevented them from making some key additions.
We shall see. Is there a team that you look at as here they come? They will be next to the party there of where some of these other teams are. Like, okay, I'll give you one that we didn't discuss.
Okay.
Arizona State. Are they on the decline now?
The Big 12 is so gettable. That's like that to me. The Big 12 there's a lot of upward mobility in the Big 12. So it's hard for me to say anyone that has been proven to play at the top of that league is going anywhere. Like I think BYU's going to be there. I think Texas Tech's going to be there. I think Houston's going to be there. I think Arizona State's going to be there.
Can BYU take the next step?
Yeah, I think BYU's good in their league. I'm not 100% convinced it'll be applicable to what they're going to accomplish in the playoffs if they get there.
Could Louisville be this team?
I like Louisville.
I don't know their financial situation, so I like because Papa John's not around anymore, so I don't know who.
He might still be writing checks. So you don't know.
Do we have the big people that are writing the big checks? Like that's one reason that we've got Indiana not having any concerns is like Cuban says he's going to keep writing checks. Okay, well, if you got a billionaire who's ready to keep ponying up, then you're probably in the mix here somehow.
Maybe
you got a decent, halfway decent coach.
Perhaps. I could see them being a team that's around. I mean, there's a lot of upward mobility in the ACC. We saw it this year with Virginia, who I think will totally tail off this upcoming season. Like, totally tail off. They had a really
came out of nowhere
generous benefactor last year. And I think that there's just some inconsistencies within their coaching staff that leave me feeling a little uneasy. Good football team last year, though. Really liked them. The team that I really like and will continue to like is NC State. The problem is they just can't keep their players. Like they do a great job evaluating, do a great job of developing. They just can't keep their players. It's like guys have a nice year and they're gone. Noah Rogers is gone. Jacarius Peak is gone. Hollywood Smothers is gone. It's like the second they get a guy and he becomes a guy, he's out.
They're kind of like what Vanderbilt was 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
Ray Davis is good. He's at Kentucky now.
They really don't
Tyler
have.
Steen's good. Oh, he's at Alabama now.
They really don't have the pockets. Can I give you an up and comer in my opinion?
I would love that.
That would be the Cal Golden Bears.
Oh.
And
they got tech money?
I think, well, they have money. They definitely have money. And I think Tosh Lupoi is really good. I think they have a young quarterback that you can build around for the next couple years. They have already added a couple guys in the portal that I really like. We spent some time with Lupoi last week, and I've known Tosh for a long time. Of course, dating back to his time at Bama. But I look at the guys they've added. I think they've added real players. I mean, when was the last time Cal was able to stockpile some talent? And I think things with Justin Wilcox, who, by the way, is a really good coach. I know
did an amazing job there.
An unbelievable job there. Amazing job. So while I really like what Wilcox did, I think things had gotten a bit stale. It'd been 9 years. That's a heck of a run. But Lupoi understands how to cultivate a roster and put a roster together from a recruiting standpoint. And
he also, I think, brings just enough of that sort of mercenary mindset of win at all costs.
Oh,
I feel. Yeah. And just, can you come help us get games? Good. We'll figure it out.
Yes.
And
Look at the guys they've added already in the portal. Like pull up Cal's portal class right now. And I don't expect you to have like their entire class buttoned up and having watched them, all this other stuff, right? I don't expect that. But
I can give you some that they've added though. Marquise Groves-Killebrew, corner from Arizona. I could give you Tristan Jernigan, linebacker from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
I could give you Justin Beatles,
the running back,
6'5", 270-pound edge from Louisville.
The
Could
running
give you
back they
Timothy
got,
Lewis Jr., an offensive tackle from Mississippi State. Could give you Solomon Williams, an edge from Texas A&M. Ashton Emery, a running back from UTEP.
Yeah.
5'11", 203.
I'm just telling you, the receiver they got from Rutgers is a dude, Ian Strong, like real dude. The running back they got from Washington, Adam Muhammad, is a dude, like real good. The Kingston Lopa, the safety from Oregon that they got, I mean, you want to talk about pretty. Whew, he looks the part, and he's a good player. He got some minutes in for them this year, so he's pretty sporty.
What about Carter Vegas, the running back from UC Davis?
I hadn't seen the tape.
Dorian Thomas, tight end from New Mexico.
Hadn't seen the tape.
Got it.
But I do know this. I know the kid from Louisville, pretty good player, Justin Beatles. They got a couple kids from A&M. Like they're kind of building it.
Jacob Arop, offensive tackle from South Dakota. I need you to see the tape.
Hadn't seen it.
When will you get to that?
Probably
I need
not
full
top.
update.
Not top of the list.
Michael Rabis, 6'8", 320 tackle from FIU.
Oh, man.
Look up. So they've got some dudes. Chase Hendricks, a wide receiver from Ohio. Just Ohio, not state or Miami of. But we'll see if he can continue to stockpile some talent. I like the fact that it's a little bit of a mix. Some bigger name school guys that probably highly rated. Some guys from lower level schools that are probably productive. Now, the unfortunate part is Reno Monteforte is leaving. Their long snapper. Don't know where he was on the watch list for the McAnally.
McAdory award list, yeah.
But feels like a big loss. If they can overcome that, Tosh Lupoy, maybe you have some success.
I think he's gonna be pretty good.
Reno, I agree.
No, I think Tosh Lupoy is gonna be pretty good. How do you feel about it?
I feel like all the things we've discussed, he's going to be great. In game, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying it's going to be in game.
The reason that I think in game might be a bit of a struggle is because I think he's super emotional. And if that's, we've seen that sometimes be problematic.
Fair.
Now, I think Mario was that at first, and I think he continues to grow in that standpoint. I think that's one of the reasons Mario has gone above and beyond with the sort of mindset thing this year of 1-0. Don't let it creep in. Like, stick to the plan. Stay who you are each and every day. Like, I feel like he's taken an even extra step with that this year. But I think he's done that intentionally to not venture off the path in game of, oh, let's try this. Oh, let's go do that. It's just, no, this is what got us here. Do this. Be the same. Be consistent. I think he's trying to build himself as a better in-game coach by doing that. I think it's working.
Totally. 100%.
As long as Shannon Dawson doesn't give you the double flea flicker reverse pass on 3rd and 1, will that be an issue in that game? We got plenty to discuss around the national championship game. Some of the newcomers in college football. I like your choice of Cal, but you've been right about a couple of things on this show before. Just a few.
Once in a while.
A handful.
Deb Shion. What else? I'm not sure. We have to go back and check the tape. But I do know when we come back, we'll talk more college football next right here on Jocks. Welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Roddy Jones coming up in 10 minutes. We'll discuss national championship game with him. We've been talking newcomers to the party, maybe different teams that could show up and be what Indiana, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, and then the sustainability of those teams. Can they stay there? More portal news. Texas offensive tackle Nick Brooks is in the portal. Colorado will get former Texas wide receiver DeAndre Moore. It's a good get for the Buffs. He can play when he's healthy.
No doubt.
Got to be healthy, though. We talked a lot about Texas and their portal class looking good. Michigan's loading up, at least with a lot of different names. I don't know exactly how it's going to look because a lot of them are younger players who haven't played a ton, but it's going to be a different roster.
They end up getting the
Colin Hurley?
No,
yes.
The Henry Daly, John Henry Daly from Utah. I haven't seen him officially yet, but I
if
feel
Colin Hurley's a skateboarder, what is John Henry Daly?
Farmer. Triple first name.
John Henry Daly. Daly stretch for first name.
Dale.
We had a female Daly in high school.
Oh, we did too, for sure. But male, not as many Dailies, but Dale is a first name.
No, but if we're going to have the coldest and all these other things, I think
it's not
Daly's
that much of a reach.
My man Dale Stave ripped back in the day. You talk about a collection of Daniel Moore paintings. Good Lord.
He had it going?
All of them.
All of them.
I think he had the same ones in different colored frames, just to say he had them.
Love that.
That was the Michigan class you were asking about, and have they added a certain someone? What triple name? I'm just going to see if I see a triple name.
John Henry Daly.
I see Michigan has added Nebraska interior offensive lineman Houston Ka'ahanai Torres, 6'3", 300. Triple name. Braden Fowler Nicolsi, a name you probably recognize, been a couple places. Colorado State quarterback. He's in for Michigan. Brought him in.
Nice. He's not bad.
John Henry Daly, edge defender from Utah, 6'4", 255, on board with Michigan.
He back.
There you go.
There you go.
Also, Jamie French Jr., wide receiver from Texas.
Highly recruited kid.
Double F, if you're wondering.
Yes.
J.J. Buchanan, tight end from Utah. Not the volleyball player.
Not the SEC Network producer.
No. I don't think that's J.J.
No, Brad.
Close. Also, Pitt kicker Trey Butkowski and UNLV punter Cameron Brown. All the specialists. I have not seen their situation at long snapper yet. I'll check the McAnally Watch Award list. But
I thought it's a Manali.
That one too. I'm looking for spyware, but antivirus.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Either one.
Mm.
But Georgia, meanwhile, feels like they're having a really nice portal season as well. Oklahoma quarterback Gentry Williams is in, and Georgia just added Auburn defensive lineman Amaris Williams. I think that's a really good get for Georgia. I think Amaris Williams has a ton of ability.
Where was he last year?
Auburn University.
That's a guard.
10.
He was a guard.
No, edge. D lineman.
Oh, D lineman.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought you said O lineman. I was like, hang on a second, I don't remember that guy.
Defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Kind of a thicker edge.
Yeah.
They played him down inside some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you.
He can play. He'll help them. That'll be a more beefy what Elo Mendoza was supposed to be for them last year, which may be my biggest swing and miss in the history of my college football career.
Not true. You had Chad Slade as an All-American.
Why would you do that? Just derail the whole thing.
I just want you to go in the hole. I've been in the hole since Haney talked to me in the last break.
What did he talk to you about?
Everything. Dennis Leary's on
Your
Get Up.
failures?
Yeah. We didn't have enough time in the break to go through all my failures.
John, what is Dennis Leary's biggest accomplishment?
Because
I'm going to say his run of Nike commercials in the 90s.
I was trying to remember the commercial. He was
He did one for Bruce Smith. He did one for Dion.
Mm-hmm.
It's prime time and Neon Dion. Okay?
Yeah. The fast talking guy that was, you got to have this and that. Yeah. Doing that.
He was the Micro Machines man?
No, you could understand Dennis Leary.
God, middle-aged kid. John, I don't know about Micro
was-
Machines
yeah.
back in the day.
Micro
Those
Machines
things
ripped.
Golly, that guy talks so fast. Do you think he was saying actual words or was he just blabbering?
Do you think if he could rap, he'd rap faster than Busta Rhymes?
Yes. I don't know about Twista. Busta Rhymes,
Ooh.
yes.
I don't know. Busta on
You
that.
know, he could have been the Weird Al Yankovic Busta Rhymes.
All you had to do, you didn't have to finish it. You had to do say he could have been the Weird Al Yankovic of anything, and it would have been perfect.
What a ruse, though, it would have been if he's just hara, 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 but he's pretending that they're words.
Spitting out gibberish?
Just
yeah.
He's just a fast gibberer.
Mm-mm.
I don't know, man.
Because who could prove that he's saying things?
Busta on that Chris Brown, Lil Wayne one?
It goes.
It
goes.
That's quick.
Don't know a single of the words,
Nope.
but it goes.
Gotta and getta. I know I heard that.
Okay. Anything else for Dennis Leary? Wasn't he on Remote Control? He was on an MTV something.
That feels
I'm
honestly.
going to go look it up.
It's probably Rescue Me.
Excuse me? Oh, the Fireman show?
Yeah.
I didn't watch much of that. I heard it was a good show, though.
I enjoyed it.
Is that on FX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything on Dennis Leary, Greg?
Mm-mm. I thought he was the guy from Boondock Saints until they put his name up there. The guy that overacts all the time with the weird face was also in...
Jim Carrey?
No. Jim Carrey does overact. But no, the guy in Boondock Saints,
Daryl from Walking Dead?
He also played the Goblin in Spider-Man.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of things.
What's the difference?
And you forget it. You forget he's in so many things.
Yeah.
He's like he just shows up. Natural Born Killers, underrated movie, by the way.
Very underrated.
Loaded Weapon 1.
That's the other
Demolition Man. Boy, he's been in some failures. He was in the Sandlot.
Hold on now.
Demolition
Hold
Man.
on now.
Don't you mention Demolition Man as a failure.
Hold on.
That thing cost like $2 billion to make and netted $100,000.
That thing was a classic and
But
remains a
it's
classic.
financially a failure.
So was Texas Tech, but they still out here rocking.
Great comp.
By the way, how are you going to call Demolition Man a failure? That was a phenomenal film.
Financially, that's like saying Waterworld was a success.
No,
I'm just
'cause
saying
that was not a
based
phenomenal
on
film.
based on what it cost and what it did is what I'm saying. Financial failure, not a failure in the eyes of middle America.
Fair.
If you don't know film, just say so. You don't know film. That's what I'm hearing.
Was The Ref good?
Is that a
Don't think
movie?
So. Yeah.
What was he in The Sandlot? Bill. It says
It was
Bill.
the dad.
Yeah,
He's
he
the
was
dad?
the,
Smalls'
he was the
dad.
dad.
I hate that movie, so I wouldn't want to remember.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That
forgot that. You like
explains the
fun.
Demolition Man hate. Okay.
Listen, you're talking to a guy that thinks Predator is the best movie ever made. So
Second only to
Running
first
Man.
only to program.
Running
right?
Man in
Yeah.
program be
Yeah.
next. Yes. Secret Lives of Dentists. I was in Ice Age and A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
If you could have any career in Hollywood, how far towards the top of the list would be voiceover actor?
Oh, my.
Like, what a life.
You'd think it is, but anytime you have to do like voiceovers and it just takes
You have to
way
do it
longer
80
than
times?
you think. Yeah, it's way more tedious and boring than you'd imagine.
Would you rather do that or be
Coming
like,
from people that do stuff live all the time, doing any type of acting would make me want to jump off a cliff.
You know, Damien makes me do royal reads 72 times before he says one's acceptable.
Yeah, well,
Ice Age Collision Course, didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know that Damien was quality control.
Did
If
you-
that's the case, we got problems.
Did you know Ice Age
You heard
Boiling
me,
Point
Damien.
was a movie?
yes?
Ice Age what?
Really? When did it come out?
Oh, 08?
It hasn't yet. 2027.
Okay. Well, I'd say I knew there were five.
Trick
come out.
question.
When did it come out? That was such a trick question. Not fair.
By the way, he was on Remote Control 87 to 90.
Good movie?
National Lampoon's Favorite Deadly Sins.
Pass.
Don't even know where or
Probably not
what
gonna
that
watch that
is. That a
one.
movie? Is that a show? Is that a reality? I have no idea.
He doesn't seem like the type that would be good in comedy roles.
Family Guy 2019. He
Yeah,
was a body shop owner.
Everyone was in Family Guy back in 2019. Big year. Pre-COVID Family Guy?
Jamar Chase in there?
Probably.
What? Everybody was in Family Guy.
Everybody.
He's also appeared in video games. Ice Age 2 The Meltdown, Ice Age Continental Drift Arctic Games, Ice Age Village, and Ice Age Avalanche.
Are you going to play those?
Look,
That
man,
feels like your weekend.
Probably-
when you
probably
find
not.
when you find something that works, you just stick with it.
He was Diego and all of those.
Yeah,
That's
the saber-tooth
when I-
tiger.
When I think Dennis Leary, I think Diego.
Yes, for sure.
Right there next to Pavia.
You better watch out then.
Rank your Diegos. Carmen, Pavia.
Hold on. How's just because Carmen may have been in San Diego? That's why it applies as a Diego?
It's the root word.
What?
Hey, rank your Diegos.
I can't put San number one because I've never been.
Well,
So
it'd be up
Pavia,
there.
Pavia is going to be 1.
Okay.
Pounds is going to be 2 just because he's an offensive lineman.
There you go. Love that.
He actually did
With
get
that
better. We
name,
saw
yeah.
improvement.
Fair.
And Padres are going to be 3 because I like watching Fernando Tatis Jr. at bat.
Fair.
And Tony Gwynn played there. There you go. That's my top 3.
All right.
Don't have a whole lot more for you, by the way.
Mine's Carmen 1, Pavia 2, and I'll probably go the saber-tooth tiger 3. We're at that phase in life. I'm sure there's another one.
Maradona, got to be in there somewhere.
No.
He's an all-timer.
No. I don't watch a lot of Argentinian soccer, but I would imagine and I've heard that he is next to Pele.
Marquez
And others.
is from Go Diego Go.
Unfamiliar.
Spin-off of Dora the Explorer.
Hadn't seen the tape.
Okay.
Dora never took off in our house.
No, not.
Might have been a little. We had others, like other shows between Bluey and Paw Patrol. Dora was just maybe it's old news. I don't know. I don't know what Dora's doing now. Trying to think of some other Diegos just off the top of my head.
Good luck.
There's not a
Ain't
lot.
many. Not really.
Really?
No.
I feel like there'd be a lot.
Maybe they're just unaccomplished. They're all just average. Maybe you have Diego. You're not destined for greatness with that name. It holds you back.
Diego Lopez, MMA fighter.
Oh, you know what? It can be the liquor, like the liquor distributor.
Diego Rivera, painter from 1886 to
mostly it, but okay.
1957.
What?
In a Diageo?
Yeah, Diageo,
Okay.
but it's close enough. That counts.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we're stretching.
Yes. That's what I'll do. I'll go Diageo, liquor distributor. Then I'll go Carmen San Diego, and then I'll follow it with Diego Pavia.
There are a lot of Instagram and TikTok Diegos. I
Really?
do not know who they were.
You're a big TikTok guy.
Apparently, according to Ranker, Diego Maradona is the most famous Diego in the world, followed
Probably.
by Diego Boneta, who was?
Part of the Four Tenors.
I think he's an actor.
Probably.
it.
I don't know.
Feels like a singer.
Diego Berti, Diego Alves,
Diego Birdie's a golfer.
Diego Ribas Tarcuna, Diego Maradona, not Maradona.
That's because they misspelled it.
He's number 7. Yes, misspelled Maradona is number 7. Chris, Diego Milito, Diego Corrales. Now, a boxer. I remember him. That's all we got. That's it. We'll go to break. Roddy Jones will join us next. 14th right here on Jocks. Very disappointed to announce my next search, the most famous Coles in the world. After we search the most famous Diegos,
Yeah.
not in the top 75.
That's
Anybody
okay.
want to take a guess at number one? By the way, if we search the most famous Cole, should last name count?
Yes.
No. He's number 35, by the way.
Garrett Cole is?
I'm surprised Damien did not get number one. Who? Cole Sprouts? What is that, like the pharmacy off the grocery store? Don't know what that is.
J. Cole.
Yes, number one.
J. Cole's number one?
Nat King, number two. Taylor, number three. Not familiar with her work.
Taylor Cole or Cole Taylor?
Taylor Cole.
Okay.
Natalie, 4. Brian, 5. Bass guitar player for one of the founding members of the 1960s folk rock band, The Association.
The Association. Wow.
Ooh, the Outcast. Hollywood.
Sorry?
Hollywood Cole.
Not on the list.
Oh.
Graham Cole is number 6.
Huh.
English actor. Earl Cole is number 7. Was the $1 million winner on the reality TV series Survivor Fiji.
Survivor Fiji? Let's go.
Dennis Cole, number 8. Old school actor. BJ Cole, number 9. Pedal steel guitarist.
English pedal steel guitarist.
Played in the band Cochise.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Goat cheese?
No, Cochise.
Oh.
Is that mispronounced?
Cochise.
I'm asking.
I think it's Cochise. I don't know for sure.
Thank you, Rhodes Scholar. Number 10, Jude Cole. Not familiar with his work. American singer-songwriter. He married Lori Pfeiffer. That's what he's famous for. The younger sister of Michelle. Literally, that's what
Really?
he's famous. And he's number 10. I hate this list. I hate ranker.com. I'm never going Roddy Jones into the show and spin this thing positive somehow. He's on the Higginbotham. Miss Roddy's in the world, but I had to imagine Rod would be at the top.
Like A-Rod?
No, Roddy.
I was thinking Piper.
Yeah.
He's up there.
I mean, Roddy, the one that. The thing I like you're taking last names. Famous, right? Have we done like
Greg's. A lot of Greg. I don't think. Head, you got like.
Greg Gumbel? Yeah.
On rank.
Not enough famous.
Out
Not
there
yet.
On time recruit in Mario's first class, the same class as Francis Maui Noah. You know, on the defensive line, him going and getting Reuben Bain, a South Florida kid who was an all-everything recruit out of high school and became the cornerstone of that defensive line, who's likely a top 10, 15 pick. You know, those were the guys that he said are going to be the cornerstones of this program, and largely that's able to do. So the fact that they can run the football as well as they have against Texas A&M, whose defense had given up some runs over the course of the season, but was largely looked at as one of the better defenses, particularly with what they did on third down, with their ability to run the ball, obviously against Ohio State, who was the best rush defense or second best rush defense in the country, and then against Ole Miss. I think has been tremendous, and it's allowed them to sort of have something reliable so that when you go into a Kyle Field with 40-mile-an-hour winds, you can still come out of there with the win. So I think it's the way it's built, man, and it has not made them foolproof. They still had the games that they lost during the middle of the year. A lot of that because of the penalties and the fact that they tend to play low possession games. But ultimately, that's how they've gotten to the national championship game. It's built on the backs of the offensive and defensive lines, which largely have held this team up all year long.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how the team resembles the identity of the head coach. Super physical, tough, hard nosed, and the team plays that way. So it does feel as much as any other team in recent history, it's been built in Mario Cristobal's image. How would you assess the matchup, though, against a team that makes very few mistakes and forces many, going against a team that has at times shown a lot of emotion and will have some penalties and will have some mistakes and will turn the ball over from time to time?
There are going to be, probably 4 or 5 factors in this game that are going to decide who wins it. That, to me, Greg, is the thing that will decide if Miami's even in the game, because 10 penalties in that game against Ole Miss, and it was a lot of the stuff that we'd seen early in the year. I mentioned the low possession games. So Miami typically plays like a 10 or 11 possession game. I did the game where they had 12 penalties against, and we counted them up. That was, I believe, a 10 possession game during regulation. They had false starts on 5 of those drives, and none of those drives where they had false starts ended in points from what I remember. And then you have to settle for a field goal on a couple of others, and just the number of there that you can get starts to shrink. So it becomes a math issue. Like if you have false starts, you're playing 10 possession, you have false starts on half of them. You're putting yourself behind the chains. They're not great behind the chains. So then that's 5 drives where you're not shooting yourself on the foot. Let's say you trip on a shoelace on one of them. That's 4. Score touchdowns on one, the field goals on the other, and now you score 20 points. It's kind of how it's gone for Miami when it's been bad. They were able to overcome it against Ole Miss, but you look at the drop interceptions, like that Trinidad Chambliss score or box score. That stat line could have been really ugly if Miami just simply caught the interceptions that were tipped balls. I'm not even talking about the ones that were thrown that they got their hands on clean. I'm talking about the ones that were tipped up in the air and were like, ones that I would toss to my 3-year-old that she could catch. If they catch those, that's 2 interceptions right there. And that Trinidad Chambliss stat line looks very ugly, and the game probably feels much different. So that to me is going to decide whether Miami's in the game. You've got the least penalized, one of the least penalized teams in the country in Indiana against one of the most penalized teams in Miami. You've got a team that does not turn the ball over in Indiana against a team in Miami who's actually been pretty good in the turnover margin, but certainly struggled holding on to the football interception-wise in the semifinal. Miami's going to have to play clean. You're just not going to get enough opportunities against Indiana to not.
Roddy Jones of ESPN, SiriusXM, joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline, talking national championship game. I'm going to try to ask this. It's going to be difficult to understand because it's not a direct question, but I think philosophically you may follow where I'm going here. You go back to that Miami game against Ole Miss, and the style of play that you mentioned, they were able to pull that off. They were able to do that. Yet you look up at halftime, and there's a 4-point lead that felt like it should have been a 44-point lead. Is it dangerous at all for Miami to play that kind of game and it not be enough? If you limit the possessions, if you slow the game down and you dominate time of possession, but we know like this Indiana team can get the ball in the end zone. I don't know how much, but I think they're going to score. I don't know if they're going to score 10 or 24 or 31, but they're going to score. Is that dangerous in a way that no matter what you did by limiting the possessions, Indiana's just good enough to where you still might not be able to outscore them?
I 100%. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The thing is, it's dangerous either way, dude, because you've got the most efficient offense in the country on the other side. Indiana's the best third down offense in the country. And we're sitting there against in that game against Oregon. It's like, all right, Oregon's got them in a 3rd and 8. Can they get off the field? Nope, can't get off the field. And then they don't see another 3rd and 8. It's 3rd and 3 from out. And I think the ability of the receivers to win, even in situations where there's good coverage on the other side, makes it dangerous. So, yes, that is a danger. The thing, though, for Miami that I don't know if it's pressure on them. I just think you can't get into a game where you're chasing this one against Indiana. I think in some way you have to make this either a back and forth or a game where Indiana's chasing. So can you physically overwhelm them at least early on until they can steady themselves? Because I do feel like Miami, the superpower of this Indiana offensive line, and Cole, you would know better than I, but it's talking to people on the Joe Moore Award, talking to guys like Mike Golick Jr., the superpower, and watching the superpower of this Indiana offensive line is their ability to sort stuff out and to always be on the same page. Miami's not going to try and confuse you defensive line-wise. It is probably the simplest defense Indiana has seen in this college football playoff run. If they're going to line up, Ruben Bain's going to be to the field with the shade to the field. The three technique's going to be to the boundary with Akeem Mesidor, and they might bring some edge pressure with Keontae Scott or Jacoby Thomas either from the field or the boundary. Like, that is what you're going to get 75% of the time on first downs. They're going to line up and say, all right, let's go. Let's go, big boy. Let's see what you got. And they're going to try and bloody your nose early on. So if that physicality can show up early on and sort of put Indiana on the back foot in a way that nobody else has been able to, then I think Miami's in a position where you can put some pressure on Indiana because it's going to be low possession. Now, look, they are incredibly efficient, and I'm not sure that works. But I do think that is the path. Like, I don't think if Miami's in a 12, 14 possession game, I think Indiana's probably in the high 30s in that scenario. But if you're able to play a 10 or so possession game, you're in the mid 20s, and then that's the realm where Miami has a shot to score with Indiana.
When you look at the outside, last one, because we don't have a ton of time. When you look at the outside, and I mean, the coverage that Oregon had many times was perfect. It didn't matter. Do you think Miami can hold up in the back end, or it has to be with pressure to force this passing attack to slow it down?
A lot of it, Greg, to me, depends on how the game's officiated. Like, how closely are they calling these PIs? Because Miami can get a little handsy down the field. We saw it on the last play of the game against Ole Miss. Miami secondary scares me because Damari Brown's been hurt. O.J. Frederic didn't play very much. Those are two rotational corners. And then you've got Xavier Lucas, who is out for the first half. That really does scare me. So, again, I think that physicality up front has to show up early because if not, then, those guys on the outside for Indiana are pretty darn good at contested catches. So that is the matchup that probably scares me the most.
Roddy, we appreciate the time. Always great catching up with you, talking some college football. I did want to update you quickly per ranker, even though I said I would never go back there. Most famous Greg in the world today. Anyone want to take a guess?
I'm going to go Greg Gumbel.
That's a great guess, and that's one that we left out, is on the list, but no.
Greg Maddox.
Greg Davies.
Unfamiliar.
A British comedian who I didn't. No, British comedian. Did not know him.
Wow.
Not
Don't
familiar
know.
with his,
Not that famous,
with his work.
apparently.
Gregory Peck, number 2.
That's
By
a
the way,
good one.
there's some
That's
good
a
ones
good
we
one.
left off that
That's
we
a
did
good
not
one.
think about.
Yeah.
Greg
Gregory Peck's a good
Greg Kinnear.
Good one.
one. Never heard of him.
You
Good
know
one.
him?
Yeah, actor.
Actor?
No.
Yep. Number 4 is when if you could pick up your laptop and throw it out of the window onto the pavement, you would. And you would never visit Ranker again as long as you lived. Greg Oden.
No.
Famous.
Stop it. Get out of
Famous.
here.
For
Definitely
what?
famous.
The
Yeah,
microfracture
it's true.
procedure?
Famous. Number one overall
Very-
pick in the
very
NBA
famous.
draft over
Yeah,
Durant.
very
He
famous.
comes up every year.
Okay. More famous than
Yes,
number
he does.
5, Greg Norman?
No.
No.
Then number 6, Greg
Definitely
Maddox.
No.
Number 7, Greg
The
Lake,
Mad Dog should be first.
Don't know Greg Lake.
English singer and songwriter.
Okay.
Number 8, Greg Olson.
Love Greg Olson.
Yeah, not as good as Greg
By the
Olson.
way, there are 2. Pitcher from Auburn and the Orioles or tight end from Miami and Carolina.
I thought they were the same guy.
Yeah, which one are we talking about? Do they combine them for this list?
Very fair.
Yes.
Greg Proops,
Is that Rush's
actor,
brother?
stand-up comedian. No. And number 10 is when the list actually comes full circle and wins your respect back by having Greg Valentine there at number 10. But Greg,
Doesn't have my respect because McElroy's not on there.
couple that we did not mention, Greg LeMond, Gregory Hines, Greg Gumbel. So there were some very famous Gregs that we didn't think.
Lot of
Greg
good
Jennings. How did you and Damien not throw Greg Jennings out there?
He was on my list. Want to know why? Because he did it for his team, for Madden.
Is everyone ready
So
for
much
this?
so.
Roddy, can you hang with us for just a moment? John,
Yeah,
we have another
I can
break.
hang.
We have another break. Hang through the break, Roddy, or I'll
Oh,
have John
I'll do
call
it.
you back because you have to hear what's next right here on John.
Let's go.
Wanted Roddy Jones to stay on through the break to just hear the end of this segment because we have to put a cap on this here. We are on. Somehow we got into most famous Diegos, which turned into most famous Gregs. And Roddy's, by the way.
All
There's
the
not
best.
even
Great Greg.
Greg Monroe.
Great,
Greg.
like that, Greg.
There are a couple Gregs that hate the way coming in most famous Earth. Doc Gregory McElroy.
Oh,
Go.
let's go.
In the world.
Most
ridiculous.
famous description. Football league. NFL. 7th round. College football in Alabama. Several an EA Texas 5A. You did it by yourself?
By myself. Yeah.
Oh,
You did that for your school.
I did it for Madden and for my school.
There you go, Roddy. Top 25 on the earth.
But man, Ranker is not
They
validated.
kept you
in my
around. He
mind,
kept
to
you
be
around for that,
completely
Roddy. Let me apologize on behalf of the show that you had to
No.
stick around for that nonsense.
it's dope.
I would have never missed this moment. Like, the moment that you found out you were a top 25 Greg in the world.
We've hit rock
that-
bottom. We've hit
that's
rock
big.
bottom on the show.
It's big, man.
Thank you,
I
Roddy.
will refer to you as such from here on out. Appreciate you letting me hang around, boys.
See you,
There you
dude.
go. I'll reference him as 23.
Yeah. LeBron.
That is
Michael
not
Jordan,
that is not
Greg
MJ
McElroy.
anymore.
Let's go.
It is GMAC.
I need to go on there and rank. Go start clicking. You send me the link.
By the way, after you get past 2 best 23s all time.
Dr. Pepper and their flavors.
LeBron and
MJ.
MJ. Does LeBron count?
Of course.
Was Ontario McCaleb 28 or 23?
23.
That's the only one I can come up with. Troy
Jason
Vincent?
Richardson. Jason Richardson.
There's not many out there.
I'm sure there's a few DBs that we're missing.
Coolio
It
was 23.
does have thinking out loud here in your bio.
Oh, heck yeah. We're back.